Mexico's Mount Popo volcano is now erupting. Ash clouds, molten lava are raining down amid explosive eruption. So after the Krakatoa volcano, which is now erupting, we have Mount Popo erupting red level 4 out of 5, according to Volcano Discovery. Popocatépetl volcano, volcanic ash advisory. It's up to 19,000 feet, 5,800 meters high. The Volcano Observatory recorded 160 emissions of water vapor, gases, and light ash content generated by 2 explosions at 19:16 hours and 22:15 local time, and the plumes were drifting towards the northeast direction. It has erupted, sending the molten lava spewing down the crater and huge columns of ash and gases into the air 19,000 feet. The active stratovolcano located in the states of Puebla, Morelos, and Mexico in central Mexico. It lies in the eastern half of the Trans-Mexican volcanic belt. In a report to Volcano Discovery, the current status is, of course, erupting 4 out of 5. The report says explosive activity continues. Volcanic Ash Advisory Center, VAAC, Washington warned about a volcanic ash plume that rose up to an estimated 20,000 feet, altitude or flight level 200. Over the weekend, more explosions were recorded from the active volcano. On Sunday, the Volcano Observatory recorded 160 emissions of water vapor, as we said, gases and light ash content generated by the 2 explosions, and the plumes drifted towards the northeast, and the seismic station recorded 58 minutes of tremors. On Monday, the volcanic activity continued with a volcanic ash plume, which rose up to 21,000 feet, or flight level 210. Typically, Popocatépetl eruptions are dominantly explosive, with the construction of lava domes. It's one of Mexico's most active volcanoes, and after almost 50 years of dormancy, the volcano, nicknamed Popo, came back to life in 1994, and ever since, Popo has been producing powerful explosions at irregular intervals. Popocatépetl, whose name is the Aztec word for smoking mountain, is 5,426 meters, lies at 70 kilometers southeast of Mexico City, and the Mount Popo volcano is North America's second highest volcano. The El Popo, or Mount Popo, is located on the Ring of Fire, the horseshoe-shaped ring around the Pacific Ocean, which is home to the majority of the world's earthquakes, 90% of the earthquakes, 75% of the volcanic eruptions, 81% of the volcanic eruptions. And Professor Bill McGuire, Emeritus Professor of Earth Scientific Sciences, University College London, says that the explosive nature of the Ring of Fire is a girdle of volcanoes and earthquake zones that circles the Pacific Ocean, which marks the join between some of the planet's most active tectonic plates. And he said almost all of the world's most explosive and dangerous volcanoes are located on this Ring of Fire, with some of the longest and most deadly earthquake faults, and many of the biggest faults in the Ring of Fire are submarine faults, so their rupture can trigger tsunamis, which, as those that, for example, that struck Indonesia and the Indian Ocean in 2004 and Japan in 2011. And the Ring of Fire spans 40,000 kilometer horseshoe shape associated with nearly continuous series of oceanic trenches, volcanic arcs, and volcanic belts and plate movements. Now, Mexico's Mount Popo volcano has been erupting near continuously, with another explosive eruption in January. The cascade of lava and the cloud ash and rocks reached 9,800 feet into the sky, and as we know, Mexico is home to several of the world's most continually active volcanoes, including Mount Colima and also Mount Popo, that's now erupting. The background of Mount Popo. It's 70 kilometers southeast of Mexico City. to form North America's second highest volcano. The glacier-clad stratovolcano, so it has glaciers on it, contains a steep-walled 250 to 450 meter deep crater. The generally symmetrical volcano is modified by the sharp-peaked Ventorillo on the northwest and remnant of an earlier volcano. At least 3 previous major cones were destroyed by gravitational failure during the Pleistocene, producing massive debris avalanche deposits covering broad areas south of the volcano, and the modern volcano was constructed to the south of the late Pleistocene to Holocene El Fraile cone. 3 major Plinian eruptions, the most recent of which took place about 800 AD, have occurred from Popocatépetl since the mid-Holocene, accompanied by pyroclastic flows and voluminous lahars that swept basins below the volcano. Frequent historical eruptions, first recorded in Aztec codices, have occurred since pre-Columbian time. This according to Volcano Discovery. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.